Howdy folks, this is Justro at Metcalf Mills bringing you the word of the day Wednesday. Now we've been talking like this up here in these mountains a long time and we know how to do it. Today I got a good word for you and I'll tell you this once and I'll tell you again. It's a word we use a lot. Hope you enjoy it. Folks, today's word of the day is Gaum. Now somebody had suggested this word last week, and it is a word we use a lot, and I wanted to make it the word of the day today. And you can use it a lot. You can use Gaum all the time, and I'm going to give you some good examples. The way I spell this word, Gaum. G-A-U-M. Gaum. I ain't gonna be able to work in this garden for a while. If I do, it'll just be a Gaum. I'd like to get some ground fixed, but if I done it right now, it'd just be a big Gaum. This girl right here, if it's got less than a 50 PSI tensile strength, you can bet she's gonna make a Gaum out of it. Penny. You make Gaums. You make Gaums. But old Bear, on the other hand, he never makes a Gaum. Unless he thinks he has to mark his territory. Then he makes a Gaum. Don't you, Bear? Don't you, boy? If you're like us and you have to get out in the mud when it rains, I bet you got a pair of these Gaum boots. Yeah, these are new because my old ones got some holes in them. And the last time I used them, it made a Gaum. Got my socks wet and everything. Yeah. And when you get done gauming, you just go to the creek and wash the Gaum off. That's an easy Gaum to clean up. And when it's wet outside, I let the dogs ride in the back. And I turn my back for 5 minutes and come back, and guess what? Penny made a Gaum. Hello? Hey, what are you doing? I'm just gauming. Yeah, this rain made everything a Gaum, didn't it? Yeah. Have you seen that house side over there at Whistle Branch? Son, they made a Gaum out of it, didn't they? I never seen such a Gaum. They didn't clean their brush up as they went. Now they got it all mixed in the mud. It's a big old Gaum. Yep. Yeah, I think somebody had a fender bender or something in the road. Must have had a load of loose trash or something. It just, when they hit, everything just slung off in the road. Made the awfulest big Gaum you ever seen. I'd have hated to clean that Gaum up now. Yeah. It's about a Gaum everywhere you look anymore. Now, a lot of these old grain mills I work on, they've got a drip system for lubrication. You put the oil in this little reservoir, and if your cotton wick ain't right down in there to slow that drip down just right, you're going to make a Gaum. Now, a lot of the old mills, like this one here, they got grease cups on them. And the way that works, you fill a little cup up with grease and it's threaded inside and you screw it down on the bearing, and maybe every few hours you just give it a little bit of a turn, maybe a quarter turn, and that forces the grease down into the bearing to keep it lubricated. And if you over tighten it, you're going to make a Gaum. I worked on a mill one time that had grease fittings, and somebody had got crazy with a grease gun and over-greased it. You talk about a Gaum. That grease is just totally globbed up the fan here. If I'm doing something in the shop that's going to make a dusty Gaum, I take a little flour, either corn flour, wheat flour, or wood flour. Wood dust. Sprinkle it. And I can see exactly if the wind's coming up the holler coming down the holler, and I know which way to set my fan up to get the dust out of here so I don't make a worse Gaum. Sometimes somebody will get a hold of your millstones and make a Gaum out of them. But here at Metcalf Mills, we got them running slick as a hound's tooth, and you can't get a cat hair between them.
Pops, Charlotte made a Gaum in here.
It's all right, Virginia. You made Gaums when you was her age too, honey.
No, she run the toilet over.
Run the toilet over? Like my mother always said, sometimes you make a Gaum the best you can do. Used to, when I made biscuits, I just made a big Gaum. Now I've got better at it, and I make a little Gaum. If you get busy working and making videos for YouTubes and forget about your pumpkin sitting on the porch, you're going to have a Gaum. Sometimes if you don't know how to do something, you'll make a Gaum out of it the first time. This refrigerator's getting in a Gaum. If you ain't careful with your peanut butter and your jelly, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to make a Gaum. That's a Gaum. Good Lord have mercy, look over there, what a Gaum. Now who made this darn Gaum? Dad Jim, what a Gaum. Boy, that's a Gaum. Man, that's a Gaum. If you ask me what I was doing right now, I'd tell you I'm just a Gauming. I hope you enjoyed this Gaum of a video. It was a Gaum all the way through. If you're gonna make a Gaum, try not to make a big one. This is Justro at Metcalf Mills. I look forward to seeing you next time.